Hey, 2019 is almost over. We're almost into a new decade. And as we stop and think about everything that we've accomplished and done this past year and this past decade, what do we need to remember the most about it? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in today's 5-Minute Focus.
Welcome to our 5-Minute Focus. I don't know, do you ponder the last year? As week comes to the end here of the year.
I don't think necessarily like New Year's, like necessarily on that day, but I think every once in a while I reflect and look back.
Yeah, I'm in the habit of doing that. And I really do it in the last, like between Christmas and New Year's.
Oh, so yours is very time focused.
Yeah, I really ponder the last year, my life actually, and my kids and all that stuff's going on. So if you do that, what are some of the things that we do ponder and think about? I think for most of us, most of us have had a very successful year. Mm-hmm. The economy's been great now for several years, and most people are making money. Well, statistically, more people are making more money than they ever have before.
Historically low unemployment rate.
Yes.
Good stuff.
So as we look back and say, hey, last year was a good year. For those of you who would say last year was a good year, what are some of the things that you think about? Because I think it's very easy for us to think, wow, my business is doing well. Wow, I've really got promotions, or wow, and you know what it tends to be? It tends to be me focused.
Yeah. I really stuck through on my resolutions.
Yep. Look at how good I've done. Doesn't it? Look at how good I've done. But that is very dangerous.
It is.
Very dangerous. And I think that the Bible warns us why we shouldn't do that and where we should put our thanks to. And so why don't you go ahead and read it to us?
This is way back towards the beginning in Deuteronomy, and this is what it says, chapter 8, verse 17. He did all this so you'd never say to yourself, talking about what God did, I have achieved this wealth with my own strength and energy. And then he writes, remember the Lord your God. He is the one who gives you power to be successful.
And that is so powerful. I know that when I was just young, in my very early 20s, this verse meant a lot to me as I first became a Christian. And I did want to be successful. I actually wanted to be a business owner and things like that. And I thought, don't ever forget that it is not my power, my ability, my intellect, my right choices that has brought any blessing my way.
Yeah.
Truly, we have to be responsible.
We do.
Be responsible. Do your best.
Yep.
We have to study. We have to learn. We have to work hard.
Apply yourself.
But to never forget that it is God who gives us the ability to make wealth. It is God who's given us the ability to work. God has given us ability. And this comes down to a big thing about why sometimes we struggle with giving and being generous. And I know many people struggle with being generous. And if we understand this, I think it helps us to be generous.
Oh, definitely.
Because when we think we're the ones who, hey, listen, I earned that, I got that, I get that, I deserve this, this is mine.
Yeah.
And that's the American way.
Yep.
But if we stop and understand that it is God who's given us the ability. You know what? I didn't choose the parents that I was born to. I didn't choose the schools I went to until it got later on in college and things. I didn't choose the natural abilities that God's given me. God's given me these things. And God, and I know you above anybody I know, you're so intellectually smart. But you know what? You got to be careful you don't ever get prideful about that, because you didn't get smart because you're smart.
Because I'm amazing.
You are smart because God's blessed you that way.
Definitely.
God's blessed each one of us with the ability to work, and God's blessed us with the ability to walk, talk, do whatever it is we do.
Yep.
And to never forget that all of this wealth we have, I wish America in general would remember this, that, you know what, it is because of God's hand in our lives.
Every good thing in our life ultimately comes down to because it's God. Like, it's his blessing in our life. It's his blessing in nature, his blessing, just all around. I think, especially as we're wrapping up the year and reflecting back on this last decade, this last year, just what a good reminder for us. Don't forget that God is the source.
So let's end this year contemplating and reflecting with a thankful heart. And let's all of us say, God, thank you for what you have done that's good in our lives.
Hey, we really hope that this video was helpful for you. If you'd like to stay up to date on our weekly content, Make sure to subscribe to our channel and click on that little bell icon so you can be notified when new videos are uploaded. And if you'd like to support the ministries here at Access Church and help make videos like this possible, there'll be a link in the description below. As always, we appreciate your partnership in helping us draw people into a growing relationship with God through Jesus Christ.